We welcome you to Kids World Back Manufacture channel. Here you learn and unlearn. Today I'm going to show you how we make a lunchbox, and the size I'm making here is height of the lunchbox is 10.5, while the wideness goes by 10.5. But this is the measurement I use on my leather. So listen attentively. Height of this leather we are sewing on is 10.5 by 23. Yes, that's it. These are divided 10.5 for the front, then 6.5 for this side, another 6.5 for that. So if you add them together, it's going to give you 23. Hope you are getting it right. Then I have to cut my belt. That place we are sewing, that OD adjuster, we normally use 1/4 belt when sewing our lunchbox. So that belt I'm using is 1/4 belt, and I have to cut 10 inches, then fold it to attach the adjustable plastic. You could see how we sew it. Whenever I'm sewing my lunchbox and I'm using belt, I make sure that after placing the belt on the body, there should be another separate material under. So me doing this make the handle of the lunchbox very strong, and always ensure your stitches are well oiled and they are very not too tiny, they're not too wide. That's why I started this with an industrial. So this is the stitches. You can see how the attaching of the belt is. Yes. And also I would advise people that want to sew lunchbox. Whenever you want to sew lunchbox, we have different material you can use. Today I'm using a leather material, which is water resistant. Some people use stock, likewise also I use stock also. So these are the two type of material I love to use. It's either I use a leather water resistant material, or I use a stock tappeta material. So I'm done with the placing of the belt on the handle. So excuse me, I think I have to go and pick something there. Yes, there come us attaching the leather, the lining, and the insulator together with our zip cloth. So when you want to cut your lining, you have to cut it the same size with the leather, which is 10.5 by 23. Likewise, when you want to use your insulator, when you want to cut your insulator, ensure that your insulator is shorter than the leather in height and in terms of breadth, so you will be able to put in the insulator. So this is me trying to fit the zip on the leather first. So we are trying to place the zip on the leather. The leather come first, then followed by zip cloth, then followed by the lining. That's how I sew the lining and the zip together on the leather. So after that, I have to turn it over. You could see the way I turn it over. You could see how neat it is. So neat. And this type of insulator lining I use is water resistant. You can get the type of insulator in the market. They call it tarpaulin, but this type of our tarpaulin is a thick tarpaulin, water resistant, very thick, that water cannot enter and doesn't tear. It has a long durability. So this is me joining the leather to the body. Watch this place very carefully. You will see how I put in my insulator inside the leather. I think here they have taken off the light, so I have to come back to my manual to continue the sewing. So the sewing continue like that. Even though as I'm using this manual, you could see that my stitches are not too tiny or too big. So if you follow this process very well, you won't have difficulty making any box launcher. See the way I put in my insulator very easily. Do you know the reason why it's so easy for me to put the insulator? Because the insulator is not the same size with the leather. It's a little bit shorter in terms of height. Instead of me using 10.5 as I measure the leather, I'm using 9.5 for the insulator by 22. 9.5 by 22 for the insulator. So it makes me to easily put in the insulator inside when sewing. So don't be afraid. Some people say that they can't use white insulator when they derive from. This is the best. If you use white insulator, but we have method, and that's the method I'm showing you. Method you can use to sew your insulator very well. You can see how perfect it is. So that one, we are through with sewing the insulator inside with the lining. Now we are trimming off the excess tarpaulin water resistant. You can see how my tarpaulin water is shining. That's why we are saying that here at Kiswell, we don't compromise on quality. We ensure that all our work are stock made and you get value for your money. So the first stage is set. So then we attach our zip head to the zip clothes. I always ensure that whenever I'm sewing, I use stock for all my bags, whether be it the zip cloth I'm using here is size 7, and it is a stock material, quality stock. Yes, stock, very, very stock that doesn't break. It gives you durability and assurance that what you are giving to your customer is a top notch, not the usual one they buy from market. So we are fixing the zip head on the zip cloth. So I normally use 2 zip, one from the back, then one from the front. Very easy. Very, very easy. Then you cut another leather that is 11 by 11. You cut the lining. So that one serves as the back. Yes, because we have already cut the front with the side. That's why that one gives us 10 by 23. Then here is the back, 11 inches by 11 inches. The same method of we attaching lining and leather together. So after doing that, I'm trying to stop stitch it to make it flat. We have already done that. Then we do the second one like that, join it together. Then use the excess tarpaulin to tape it. You can see how I fold it. So very easy. So don't tell me you can't sew insulator lunchbox on a manual. You could see I'm doing it on my manual. So it's already forming, but then we have to stop stitch the other side also. This is me doing the top stitching of the other. You see the way I'm doing the top stitch. Then we trim up the thread and excess. Then I close the under. Then I will put in my insulator. Here also ensure that your insulator is not the same size with the back. So the insulator size I'm using here is 10 by 10 inches. So I'll just put it inside. It will make my work so easy and the launch bolt will be so firm. So after putting the insulator, I'm closing the upper part. So this type of lunchbox we are doing is a box design lunchbox in form of a box shape. So we are getting there. After this is done, we have to cut the top and the bottom. And here I'm using 10.8 by 6 for the top and the bottom, and we are attaching our top handle on the top part. You see the way I'm doing it. Whenever I sew any belt on leather, I ensure I put another leather under as a segment to make the handle so thick. So I'm trying to line in the top leather with the insulator, then I put in the insulator like normal process how I normally put the insulator. And always note that whenever you are using white insulator with leather, let the white insulator be shorter than the normal measurement, so it will make your work so easy. I'm lining the bottom also here. Then I've put in my insulator. Then trimming up the excess. So it's already formed a box here. So what remains for us is to cover the top and the bottom. So I'm starting with the up, the zip close shut. I'm putting up the up cover there. So this is me joining the up cover to the body. Using the measurement of 10.7 by 6. Just follow us, like and share, comment what you say about this work, how it has helped you, and practice it. Then send us what you have done with it. Send me a picture or video of what you have made up. So I'm through with the upper part. Then let's do the bottom part. So we cover up the bottom part also. Same process. It's just a simple thing. It's not that hard. Practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more you get the logic. This is simple box lunchbox that you can sew with a manual. And what we use in sewing this box lunchbox are a leather, water resistant materials, insulator. Then the lining we use is tarpaulin, thick tarpaulin, shiny face. Then zip cloth, zip head, belt adjuster. Those are the things we use for this lunchbox. So I'm trying to round up the bottom here. You could see that it's moving easily. That is the reason we tell you that when you are using a white insulator, always ensure that it's shorter, so it won't be breaking your needle when sewing. If you can try this method, you will always enjoy your sewing of your lunchbox with manual. Then the final part, you tape it. After taping it, then you turn it. There comes your lunchbox. Thanks for watching.